What would it look and feel like to create a life that you absolutely love? I want that question to sink in for just a minute and really notice what that feels like in your body, what images come into your mind, what does that look and feel like? And maybe you have that life now. Maybe that is exactly the life that you're living. Or maybe it's close, right? You just need to tweak a few little things. Or maybe it feels really distant, right? Maybe you feel a little disconnected, a little burnt out, a little defeated in the life that you're living, right? So often we get stuck living the life that we think we're supposed to live, really disconnected from the life that we were meant to live, right? That life of fulfillment, that life that we love, the life that fills us up, where we are fully alive. So no matter where you are, it's not wrong. The question is, where are you ready to go? And if you are ready to create that life that you love, then let's dive in. There's a quote that I love that goes like this: Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. I love this quote because the truth is, so many of us don't ask what makes us come alive. We ask either, what does the world need? Which isn't necessarily wrong, but it can lead to disconnection. But more commonly, we ask, what does the world value? What does the world value? And then we go and do that. And what's the answer to that question, right? The world values achievement. It values approval. It values success and image and status, right? And so we go and chase those things thinking that that is what is going to make us happy. And we end up feeling totally disconnected, right? Not feeling fully alive, not really fully connected to our purpose and to our true selves, right? To our best selves. The casualty of answering that question, what does the world value, is our own aliveness. And so we're surviving a life that we think we're supposed to live instead of creating the life that we were meant to live. So if you are like me, when you hear that, you're like, that sounds really great, but it's not realistic because at the end of the day, I still need a job. I still need to pay my bills. I still need to be a responsible adult, right? And that is all true. It's true for me. It is true for you. Yes. But the good news is this: you actually don't need to change anything external to make this happen. You can keep the same job. You can keep the same relationships. But here is the key: you will likely need to renegotiate the way that you show up in that job. This is an internal negotiation, right? You don't have to have this conversation with anybody, but you need to renegotiate how you show up in that job, how you show up in that relationship, how you show up in your entire life to make this happen, right? This is all inside work. Nothing external really has to change. And so here's the principle that I want to teach you. It's building a life of self-concordance. Self-concordance means that you are living in alignment with your core values, your interests, and your sense of self. That's self-concordance. It signifies you feel that sense of authenticity. You feel that intrinsic motivation, right? Instead of doing things for external motivators, external achievement and reward and accolade, you feel that intrinsic motivation to go and do, right? That's the shift, right? And we'll talk about how to make that happen. So the great thing about this self-concordance is that it is linked to a life of greater well-being, of greater achievement in your goals, and increased effort in life, right? So that's actually where you get that momentum and drive to create the life that you want to create, but it's coming from that internal reservoir versus that external recognition. It's making a conscious effort to become more you in all areas of your life, at work, at home, in your community, becoming more you. So how do you create a life that's truly yours? There are 4 principles that I want to teach you. The first one is to focus on personal growth over recognition. So what does this actually mean? What does this actually look like? Being willing to be not good at things, right? Letting things be messy, embracing imperfection, right? This is how you know you are in your growth zone. If it feels stretchy, if it feels messy, if you feel not good at it, let that all be okay, because that is a sign that you are in personal growth, right? Versus personal comfort. That's what you want. That's the first principle. The second one is to cultivate a connection to yourself. This means having a conscious awareness of your values, your interests, and your desires, right? This is your inside voice. It's learning to listen to that inside voice, cultivating it, making space for it, listening to it, and honoring it. There's an exercise that I love that you can do every single day, just journal prompts, right? That you just journal every single day, these 4 questions. What do I think? What do I feel? What do I want? What do I need? In this moment, what am I thinking about? In this moment, what am I feeling emotionally? In this moment, what do I want? In this moment, what do I need? Those are all questions that really connect to your current moment, your present experience, and help connect you to yourself, right? To the inside voice. And you want to hear that in abundance. That will be your source of wisdom. That will be your inner guide. The third one is to tap into your creative self. You are a creator. We all are. As humans, we are all creators. And so ask yourself, what are you ready to create in your life? It could be small, it could be big. It doesn't really matter, but tapping into your creative self. What do I want to create in this moment? What do I want to create in this meeting at work? Because if I'm there, if I'm showing up, there's something, an opportunity that I have to create. Maybe it's creating better understanding across the team. Maybe it's creating vision. Maybe it's creating data and an analysis, whatever your skill set is, right? What do you want to create? And showing up in every moment, right? Thinking about what do you want to create in that moment. The fourth one is to discover and practice your gifts. We all have natural gifts that are innate into us, our own abilities, right? That come natural to us. And spending time understanding what those are, building a partnership with those gifts, and cultivating them so that we can offer them freely, right? That is that place where we are truly connecting with the world around us. It's also a place of creation, right? Where you are fully engaging in your best and highest self. So cultivating your gifts is the fourth principle. So again, just in summary, focus on growth over recognition. Cultivate a connection with yourself by just tuning in. What do I want, think, feel, and need? Tapping into your creative self. What do I want to create in this moment, in the next moment, in this meeting, in this relationship, at this meal, right? Being a creator and leaning into that role. And then discovering and practicing your gifts. Those are the 4 steps. So here's what I want you to remember and take away. You can begin living that life of purpose and connection and aliveness today. And it doesn't take big changes on the outside. This is an inside job. These are inside changes. Begin that process to reconnect with yourself and do those things that make you come alive. Because truly, what the world needs is people who have come alive. So leave a note in the comments. I would love to hear what you want to do today to begin that subtle shift, that inside shift, to begin living that life of purpose and connection. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more strategies to live a life of greater health and well-being that are connected or based on that connection to self and cultivation of that innate wisdom that you have. You can go to nourishwhoyouare.com. If you're interested in learning more about what it would look like to work with me as a coach, you can sign up for a free coaching session. And we'll do a little bit of coaching and talk about what that looks like more long-term as well. So go to nourishwhoyouare.com. There's a link in the video description. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.